This video shows how to use Schedule Builder or Build My Schedule in the Student Information System, or SIS at UVA. Schedule Builder is especially helpful for students who have flexibility in their class choices, such as first and second year students, or who have time restrictions, like student athletes or students who have jobs. Here is an overview of what this video covers. Feel free to skip ahead to different sections using the timestamps listed on the screen as a guide. For this demo, we will be making a schedule with the classes listed on the screen. We have selected these classes because they have multiple sections available. We have included 2 religion classes so you can see how changing your selection works. How to import and add classes in Schedule Builder. Once you log into SIS, click the wrench icon on the left to select Schedule Builder. Make sure the term selected is the correct one. Begin by adding classes. One option is to click the Import Classes button to add classes you have already selected in SIS, such as from your shopping cart. Another option is to click the Expand Filters button to add classes directly. I know which classes I want to take, so I will enter the subject and catalog number, and then click Add Course. I will add the rest of the classes I plan to take in the same way off screen. How to narrow class selections by section. You can add up to 10 classes at a time in Schedule Builder. You can see I have added all the classes I want to take. This includes the different sections offered for each class. I want to choose between 2 religion classes, so I have added them both here. I will deselect one now, build my schedule options without it, and come back later to switch classes. Because these classes have a lot of different sections, I will narrow down which sections I want to take before I build my schedule. To do this, I click the Select Sections button. I can click the checkbox at the top of the screen to deselect all the sections at once. Then I can scroll through and pick the ones that interest me. For this demo, I will select the first 4. I will narrow down the rest of the classes by section in the same way off screen. How to build schedule options. I have narrowed down the classes by section. To start seeing my schedule options, I'll click Build Schedule. SIS will build different schedule combinations for me based on my preferences. If there are more than 100 schedule options, you'll get an error message. Narrow down your class selections further and try again. You may see an error message pop up as I have. This one warns me about class prerequisites. These messages are important, so pay attention to them, but I will not cover them specifically in this video. My classes are shown in a calendar format, and as you can see, there are 22 schedule options. To make it easier to see a full week schedule, I'm going to change the zoom in my web browser setting to 50%. I'll click through the different schedule options near the top of the screen. You can see, for example, that the classes at the bottom of the screen are changing. I'll go through them and see which ones I like best. How to save favorite schedules. I have decided on one schedule that I like best so far. I'll go back to my web browser's preferences and change the zoom from 50% to 100%. I'll click the button with the heart icon to save my favorite schedule. In the window that appears, I'll name the schedule something I can remember that differentiates it from other schedules. Now I'll go back to Schedule Builder. I will remove the one religion class and add the other. I'll click Build Schedule to see the schedule options that are available with this religion class. There are now 82 schedule options. I can review some of them and decide which I like best. Then I'll select the heart icon again and name this favorite schedule after the second religion class. Now I have 2 favorite schedules. You can select up to 5 at a time by clicking the heart icon. How to enroll in a favorite schedule. Once you've identified your favorite schedules, you can click the Favorites button to see them in a list. Choose the schedule you like best. I've decided on the Religion 1040 schedule, so I'm going to click the icon with the 3 dots and select Add to Cart. Now I can select individual classes or all of them at once. First, I'll validate to see if there are any issues that I'll need to resolve before enrolling, like instructor permission required or enrollment prerequisites not met. Clicking Add to Cart will put classes in my shopping cart. If it is after my enrollment appointment time, I can enroll directly from Schedule Builder by clicking Enroll. If any of the classes are full, I'll be put on the wait list. If that's the case, I'll enroll in other classes that I can take, or they'll be dropped if I'm enrolled off the wait list. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like more information about SIS, visit in.virginia.edu/sis-help.